welcome to Jim Only's World of Weather. You clicked on to Long Range Weather Forecast discussion for September 26th through October 8th. We're looking here at the temperature forecast, and this is a GFS ensembles, and it goes out to 14 days. And we see we have a little coolness here. This is on the 25th. We have cool here in the east, a lot of cool here in the west, and warm in the middle. And then we go to day 3. Still, now the coolness starts to lift out over the ocean. Still very cool here, very cold and warm here across on the center plains. And then you start seeing this is on September 28th, and you see now the temperature near normal. The warm starts to spread east. The cold starts to lessen up here across the east. This is by day 8. This is for October 1st. You have warm across New England, much of Canada, near normal elsewhere. Still warm in the east. So that's the pattern. It looks like it gets a little warmer. I'm going to go into this a little bit further. Now we're going to look at the period for the beginning of the forecast period. M5 and cold trough is forecast in the west. I showed you the cool temperatures across the west right here. Energy is forecast to track out of the Rockies into the central U.S., resulting in wet conditions late in the week and into the next week. Now we're going to look at the period for September 29th through October 3rd, and the models and ensembles depict a zonal flow with a shorter wavelength for September 29th through October 3rd. A broad, deep trough is forecast over the central and eastern Pacific. The European ensembles forecast a ridge over the Canadian and U.S. Rockies, and a trough from Hudson Bay south-southwestward into the lower Mississippi Valley. The latest European deterministic runs are similar but more amplified. The Canadian ensembles forecast a much flatter flow with the ridge axis between over the Pacific and a trough. Let me explain this a little bit. And they've been flip-flopping, and the Canadian ensembles forecast a much flatter flow with the ridge axis between the Pacific and a trough extending from Hudson Bay southward to the southeast. The GFS deterministics vary, either depicting a western ridge and an eastern U.S. trough, and a western trough and an eastern U.S. ridge. The other ensembles are similar to the 0Z deterministic runs. So during this forecast period, forecasting below normal temperatures here, above normal temperatures for this region. For precipitation, forecasting below normal precipitation across this area. Now I'm going to look at the pattern for October 4th to the 8th, and a lot of uncertainty surrounds the pattern for October 4th to the 8th. The European ensembles and early runs of the GFS forecast a fast zonal flow across the nation. The Canadian ensembles and the current GFS ensembles forecast a ridge near the west coast and a trough across the Appalachians. The GFS deterministics are completely out of phase. So during this forecast period, forecasting above normal temperatures across this area, below normal temperatures here, and for precipitation, just calling for below normal precipitation for the northern Rockies and the center of the U.S. So that is a long-range weather forecast discussion for September 29th through October 3rd. Thank you for coming to Jim Only's World of Weather, and have a good day.